All right, Izzy, let's check out some of your GS run at Stratton. We'll watch it in regular motion and then slow it down. Check it out a little slower now. So I don't know if you could tell, but kind of the main focus and where to improve is more leveling out and less leaning in, really being balanced and strong on the outside ski, and at the same time getting a little more forward. Obviously, this is a tough turn, the big fall away. I really had to be strong on an outside ski. Here your right leg, and it gets kind of blurry in frame by frame, but you can kind of see that you're not really level. You're kind of like this, leaning in. Your outside ski is drifting a bit on you. There's not enough weight on it, and you're kind of you're kind of turning on the inside ski right through there. You see the scissoring. So really turning that on the inside ski. Anytime we see, going by the gate with her inside hand much lower, we know that generally there's going to be, leaning in, and you can kind of see it there. So really got to make sure that we actually, raise the inside hand. You can see there all of a sudden the ski's scissoring, because it's really not, your weight's on the inside, the ski right there. Outside ski all of a sudden just drifts on you right there. You move to the inside. Pole plant, those hips really never fully come forward. You get a little bit, but we really got to move through the transition, getting hips up over the boots at the top of the turn, and then maintaining ankle flexion. Again, you can kind of see inside hand down. Here again, you can see that little scissoring, so you're kind of, the inside ski is hooking up right there, the weight on it, and that's turning faster than the outside ski. See that scissoring. And we don't want to be level by the panel. So right in this point in time, boy, we got to have nice level shoulders, driving the inside hand forward. So I'm going to raise the inside hand forward, raise it up and drive it forward. Outside hand, drive out over the downhill ski tip. Oops. Out more this direction, over that towards the outside tip of the outside ski. Pole plant, little motion, but get those hips more forward. Remember the transition, we want to move along the ski. We want to move more forward than vertically up and down. Again, you can kind of just, you can see it there. Where's your weight? Clearly it's you're two-footed or, the weight on the inside ski. And here we come through. Pole plant, hips never really move forward much, just kind of stay back, so kind of back seat. What helps, so not a lot of ankle flexion right here. It's kind of that, and we really want to see, more ankle flexion. So you can see kind of lack of ankle flexion there and being in the back seat, and hands at your sides. Got to move forward. You got to think elbows in front of the body. You can see here you moved that outside ski. Let's see if we can see it. It's hard to see, but if you see your outside ski kind of drift on you right there, because there's no weight on it. It wasn't really coming around, so you cheated on the inside one, and you really started turning on the inside. That's where the weight was, because this one just wasn't coming around. So what happens when we don't have enough weight on the outside ski? The arc lengthens. The more we can bend the ski, the sooner it comes around. But since you weren't really bending it enough, that arc lengthened out to here, and then we had to go across the hill. Kind of hook up across the hill to start this guy. I mean, ideally, we would have rather if starting on the outside ski, it would have come around sooner. If this turn up here, then we could run more diagonally out here, so we don't have this whole hooking up and going across the hill, which is really what slows you down. Going across the hill transition is slow. Same here, you can see it leaning in, so now you're going really across the hill. I think you're setting up too much anyway, but we would have rather come out from here and been a little more just diagonally out above the next gate, but you really hooked up going across the hill and probably gave too much respect there anyway, too high of a line. But bottom line is, see the hands again. Anytime we're going past the gate like that, we know what you're leaning in, weight on the inside ski. That's probably too much of a round high line for this type of turn. Now we're on the flat. Oops, we're on the flat. So remember, anytime we're on the flat and it gets straightened out or flatter, we don't have to bring as much shape back to the pole. We don't have to set up as much. We can run it really a little straighter, so half of our turn is above, half the turn is below. Really, apex of the turn, where the most turn direction occurs, can be at the gate. Of course, if it's steep and offset, then we need to bring more shape back to the pole and get outside rise line and get direction coming back to the gate. But so main focus, obviously, we said, try to make sure we're level, using the hands as I described, really, and making sure we are on that outside ski and in the front of the boot and moving forward through the transition. You make some good turns for sure, and I think we can make them a little better though.